All right, just give me a couple of seconds here. We are live. Let me go to. Okay, I think we're good now. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Black Buzz. Welcome to another episode. Uh, I am Kenton Perrin, aka KP, and you have Mr. Lamar. Lamar is back. He's Hey Lamar, you're playing your role well. Eh? You look all techie and geeky right now, sir. All right, that's what you're looking like.
All right, sure.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's Lamar, our dude there. He makes sure that a lot of things can happen in the background for us, and he is setting us up. Of course, this is Miss Shay, Miss Chernell, Miss Shay, Miss TB Entertainment. All right, all things music and all things musical. That's her. The reason why she's muted right now is because she's in transition. She's coming from a funeral, and she didn't want to miss out, right? So when she gets the opportunity, she'll jump in and say something. And Miss Tia is not here with us. She's normally one of the hosts on here. T Kicks, that's who she is on social media: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Her company is a shoe customization company. That's what she does, right? So if you have a shoe and you want to customize it, hit her up. One of our black young ladies doing their thing, and she'll be glad to set you up. And she does some other things too, but just have a conversation with her. Share. We are Black Buzz. This is the Black Buzz team. If you are a black company, if you're a black entrepreneur, whatever it is, you can connect with us on. You do this part, Lamar. I don't want to. Let me not mess it up.
All right, you could follow us on Instagram at blackbuzz.to. Also on Facebook, it's the same username, and on YouTube you could subscribe to us. It's also blackbuzz.to.
All right. So there we go. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow all the instructions that Lamar just gave. And if you are going to comment, so of course we want you to subscribe and follow us. Leave a comment as well, especially when we're doing an interview. So we're doing an interview today with, I'm going to get to our special guests, Rochelle and Cola, in a second, right? We're just paying the bills. We're not that big yet, but just for the sake of conversation. While we're having this conversation, if there's any questions or comments you have, just drop it in the chat window of YouTube or Facebook, and we will see it here and we will bring it up on the screen. Um, that's just how the social media aspect of it works. So today we have with us Rochelle. Who's Rochelle? All right, Rochelle, and we have Cola, and together they are the Bennetts. All right.
Yes.
All right. And they are founders of Unforgivingly Pure Inc. It's a beauty and wellness company in Ontario, Canada. Unforgivingly Pure is a beauty and wellness brand that provides clean beauty products to elevate your self care experience. After the passing of Cola's son in 2014, the sister co founders had to relearn how to take care of self and discover healing through natural products. Unforgivingly Pure is where luxury meets culture and is for beautiful men. All right, that's good to hear. And women who want to smell great, live clean, and love themselves unapologetically. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks for making Black Buzz nice, man. It's if we don't have individuals like you on here, we can't do anything good, right?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, yes. See, oh my goodness, the patois is coming out already. This is going to be a nice interview. This is going to be nice, right? Um, the reason why Chanel is smiling is simply because we always have this back and forth. We don't know who we're gonna get. Is it gonna be Jamaican background or is it gonna be Trinidadian, whatever? And it's a back and forth thing. But so far, I am in the plus category. She's not.
Hey.
We have a lot of our people on here, all right? So ladies, talk to us now. So you guys are Canadians. You're I'm guess Jamaican background, as I can hear, right?
Yeah.
How did you get into this? Doing this. Tell us a little bit about your experience of being business owners, and I hear a little bit from the fact that Cola's son passed away. Right. But just start from the beginning before we jump into the company.
Right. Take it away, sis.
Okay. Yeah. So my son passed away in 2014
Mhm.
from congestive heart failure. And while he was here, we were always doing different things with natural products, trying to see what could be beneficial for his skin.
Right.
We wanted to eliminate the toxins as much as possible due to the diagnosis. But when he passed, it threw me into a depression and anxiety and just trying to figure out everything. Because not only did he pass away, but I lost my apartment, I lost all my finances, like just start everything. So I had to start over from scratch.
Right.
And so I ended up getting a job like 2 months after he passed. And that was like my first full-time job. And so while working it, I did overtime, I did holidays, I did everything. And what happened was because I wasn't dealing with the pain, I inevitably crashed within 9 months.
Yeah.
And I had to go off on short term disability. And so being on short term disability, then I had to figure out, okay, what's the next step? What's life? Like, how do we move through this? So my sister, very supportive. We decided to start looking into natural products because we already knew about it from previous, but tried to see what we can put together because like getting up every day was a chore, going outside, I didn't want to leave my house. There's so many things that impacts our mental health when we're going through situations. So we really wanted to create products that are self-care, that allow you to focus on yourself and build routines so that when you do hit tragedy or trauma or challenges, you
Right.
already have the foundation there. So you already have the tools prepared to get yourself through that phase without getting stuck.
Okay. And how long? When did this company like first start?
So we started in 2016.
Okay.
That's when we initially started doing like different products and tinkering with it. We just incorporated in June and kind of just did a refresh and a rebrand. But yeah, we've been at this in the markets and tinkering with it since 2016.
Okay. So talk. Whenever any of you, Lamar or Shay, want to jump in, just go ahead and do that. So in terms of setting up the business, because I'm gonna get to a whole bunch of things. Because right now we're dealing with COVID. I'm gonna ask you, how is that affecting you as well? But in terms of, how did you go about setting up the business and coming up even with the Unforgivingly Pure and all, just give us a little, talk to us, man. Tell us about the rough times that you went through in setting this up and how well things are going now and the support from the give us some background on that.
Yeah, no problem. So, to start, I think the first thing we started was we're trying to figure out, like what kind of products we wanted to make or to create.
Yeah.
Did a lot of research
Mhm.
between the ingredients and what's in the market already. And then basically we came up with the name. Like we were trying to figure out a synonym for like how to be like really pure and like unapologetic about it because we're very bold. You know what I'm saying? We see my sister lipstick, like we're kind of bold.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
So we needed a word. So in the first year we came up with Unforgivingly Pure. But as we went to the market, it's like people couldn't say it. People were saying like unforgettably and not really knowing how to spell it and all this stuff. So then we decided in our second year, then we're like, okay, let's shorten it to Up Beauty. So we were Up Beauty or UP Beauty for a little bit. Ran with that for maybe I think about a year or so.
No, 3 years.
And then we kind of came to this space where we realized that like that wasn't really exactly who we were. It wasn't really representing us in the way that we wanted it to. The brand that we had with that name, again, it wasn't really fully
the embodiment
of what we wanted to be out in the market. So then we went back now to the original and we incorporated with Unforgivingly Pure, because that is like the original. That's exactly the sentiment and the attitude that we wanted for the brand that we want to put out there. So that's how we got the name.
Yeah, and I think it was interesting because like when we were looking at the name, at a conversation with somebody, and she said that she had a conversation with somebody. One was calling us Up Beauty, the other one was calling us UP Beauty, and it wasn't until they got to the end of the conversation that they realized they were talking about the same company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was like a light bulb that like something is off. Like
the messaging
you don't
was
know
not
that
connecting.
we're the same company. The messaging is different. So we went back to our original name, like my sister said. So people, you can't miss it. Unforgivingly Pure. That's what it is.
All right, and then you settled on the name, and you went about to just registering the company and all of that sort of stuff.
Yes, yeah. So first we started off as a partnership, and we did that for a bit because we did. And in the process of setting up the business, we did a few business programs like BACD, which is out in Durham. We did bids. So we did a couple like local business entrepreneur like accelerator programs to help us figure out, the legal stuff and the setup, the marketing, all different kind of things. Getting different advice from industry experts and stuff to figure out and navigate how to navigate this, because we don't have a background in entrepreneurship. Right. My sister has a degree in classical piano and I have a degree in nursing, so I'm a nurse by trade. So in terms of business, there's only one person in our family who actually has a business, and that's my auntie, who's a hairdresser. So, in terms of business, like we had no idea. We're kind of starting from the grassrooting, like starting from the bottom and figuring it out as we go. So then we basically did a lot of research on ingredients. That's this girl's specialty. She's our formulator, our in-house formulator. We wanted to provide and bring products that had different ingredients. That then we see on the market. So for example, like a lot of the products that we see on the market use like shea butter, cocoa butter. Those are the things that we're used to. And we know that, and they're great and we love them. But we wanted to expand our
reach and
our repertoire basically, and figure out what other type of exotic ingredients can we use that have like even more benefits than what we know, or can provide excellent results. So we use things like cocoa and butter, or like cupuaçu butter that comes from Brazil, and we mix it with what we know and create luxury.
Just repeat that last name again, because I live and breathe that on my skin. Trust me.
What, cupuaçu?
It's so good.
It's so good, and it makes you feel like butter, man. It's so nice. But go ahead.
Don't be jumping in our interview like that. You've been in the background all this time, man. Okay, my goodness.
That's exactly it. Like people, when we did marketplace shows, a lot of people were just like, "Oh, when they came by, they're like, oh, yeah, I know, you have butters. You have
shea butter. Oh, yeah, you just have shea butter. And we're like, no.
They were labeling us as like a shea butter company, and we're like, but we're more than that. And so what we did is we took out the shea butter, because originally we started with shea butter, but we took it out, and we're like, what else can we do? And that's when we found the cupuaçu, that's when we found mango butter, the cocoa, and we revamped, and we came back, and we're like, no, you are going to try this, and you're going to understand the difference of what we do and why we're a different company than the other companies you see out there. No disrespect to them. Be what you're doing, do what you're doing, but we are on a different level, and that's what we wanted to create and to come with to the market.
And I love so all your products are like all natural.
Yes.
Straight all natural. So I don't know. Should we just bring up the website now, because I'm gonna ask like I want details about the different things and all that sort of stuff. Can you bring it up, Lamar? When you have it up, just I'll bring it on the screen. Okay, sure. So talk to us about all the different. Okay, I guess you move quicker than I was expecting to see here. So this is
our Instagram.
Okay, this is Instagram. This is Instagram. Okay. So you have products on here, like, is this?
Yes.
We do.
You can talk me through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is actually our best seller. This is our all natural deodorants. And we definitely wanted to bring something different to the marketplace that we weren't really seeing in terms of even just as a Black company. We weren't really seeing a really beautiful natural deodorant that works, that the formula, it I don't even know, like
it's creamy.
Yeah,
the
formula is long lasting.
Yeah.
We our key ingredients is ginger, garlic, and wasabi. So it's one of those things that people are like, "Whoa, what is that?" Like that's
I was about to say ginger, garlic.
Yeah, but we want to educate people on the benefits of like ginger. So we know ginger in our culture. We use ginger for everything. We use ginger tea.
Yeah.
You know, ginger candies. Like, so it's very right, exactly. And it's we know it has lots of antibacterial properties and antimicrobial properties in it. Same with garlic. Garlic is really antimicrobial, and wasabi is known in the Asian culture. But it's, again, really, really good. So we want to put that into our product to get those benefits for the skin. Because it's really, really antimicrobial, which helps the odor control and stuff like that. So it's definitely one of those things that people are like, what is that? And it intrigues people. So then they actually want to know more about us, which is good.
I'm intrigued because, I mean, I don't associate garlic with the deodorant.
Right?
Right, and that's the thing. So in our industry, we always have to figure out how do we stand out. So we sell similar products to other skincare brands, but what makes us different is our scents and how we formulate it, what ingredients we're putting in it. So as Mr. was talking about the ginger wasabi, it's also conditioning and moisturizing. People don't know that. And when we started, there was a lot of baking soda on the market. Baking soda was causing a lot of rashes,
irritations. Yeah.
So even though we figured out how to make it a deodorant with baking soda without causing a rash, because it was the percentage, a lot of people, the stigma was already out there. So as soon as you say baking soda, people are like, no. So we had to then go back and come up with a whole other way to come back to the community. Okay, now it's baking soda free, but these other ingredients in there are really good, and they can also help you with long day protection and odor care.
Okay.
So I just have one question. I saw Proverbs 16 verse 24.
Yes.
Why is that there?
It's one of my favorite scriptures. It's really important. So Proverbs 16:24 says, "Gracious words are honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bone." And so we always need to remember that words are healing. Words are powerful. Words can do so much beneficial things to us. And it's healing. So our whole brand is about healing, self-healing, healing communities, healing people. So when you speak sweet words, it's healing to your soul, healing to your bones, and healing overall. So that's why that is our favorite scripture, and I literally put it on everything.
Every product.
I see the religious side there. Okay, so talk to us about some. Hold on, go back up, Lamar. Go back the other way. Talk to us about some of the other products that your company has.
Yeah, so that one there, that is our hand sanitizer that we actually formulated at the beginning of the pandemic. We wanted to actually make sure that we formulated it properly, that we weren't just trying to just mix some ingredients together to put out there and catch some money. We wanted to really focus on the formulation to make sure that it was moisturizing for the hands, that when you use it, you're not, the smell is really pleasant and you're not like, and you don't want to use it. You want to make our products very appealing to use, so that when you use it, not only are you getting a good scent, but you're also moisturizing your hands and you're staying protected during the pandemic. So that was one of our newest products. And we also wanted to make sure that we got it Health Canada approved, so that we can ensure that the highest quality and the safe products are being out on the market
well, now that you brought it up, because I was going to interject that at some point in terms of designing these products or coming up with these products or creating them, right? You said Health Canada, so you have to pass them through. You have to go through that process in terms of these things.
Yeah, so all the products have to, you have to do like a notification to let Health Canada know that you're going to start selling products. But specifically for the hand sanitizer, you can't sell it without a natural product number on it. Because it has the alcohol content, the government really wants to make sure that what's being put out there is safe, because it can cause a lot of damage if you do it incorrectly, or if you're just throwing up something and putting it out there. So we actually went through the process to get it Health Canada approved. And at the time, we saw there was a lot of businesses around us who were just selling it just straight. They just
They're
mixed it
just
and
putting like like aloe and alcohol together, putting it in a bottle, slapping a label, and selling it. Which, I mean, it's just for us, it's not the way that we wanted to go. We wanted to make sure that we were putting out a product that was not gonna cause any type of harm, and that we were doing it the right way, so that people can ensure that when they're using our product, that it's safe.
But also because there's like a stigma when it comes to Black businesses that we just cook it up in our house and just out in the market. We wanted to make sure that as a brand, when we're coming out, we're retail ready. That when you see our stuff, it's labeled beautifully, like everything's put together, and also that we're working with the government to know that it is safe out there. We're not just cooking it up and put it out there. Yes, we make it ourselves. Yes, we formulate it ourselves, but we're also going through the steps to ensure that it is what it needs to be to be on the market.
All right, so you got the hand sanitizer. You told us about the deodorant. What else can you tell us about in terms of
that one there he's on is our hair and body buttercream.
Yeah.
So that is more like a seasonal product. We release it in the fall and we keep it all winter long because, again, like we were saying before, the butters that we use are not the typical butters that are on the market. And we also use aloe. Like our formula is not just a whipped butter; it's a butter cream, so it's more nourishing for the skin. It's hydrating. It keeps your skin nice and soft, and it really gets absorbed quickly. So it's not leaving that heavy, greasy feeling on your skin after you use certain things.
Okay.
So like one of our best sellers for the winter time, especially, and it's perfect for your hair to keep the moisture in.
Yes.
And it smells delicious. I feel like we definitely focus on making sure all of our products smell really appealing and really attractive, but we use natural fragrances versus a lot of other companies that use synthetic fragrances, because synthetic fragrances are known to cause hormonal disruptions or headaches, and people are really sensitive to smells. When people say, "Oh, I'm sensitive to smells," it's usually because it's a synthetic fragrance that's really strong and can cause a lot of irritations. So we want to not use those things that are out on the market, and you focus on using essential oils as well as natural fragrance oils that come from the natural source, so that and at a lower percentage, so that it's not so overpowering and strong, but it's just like a pleasant experience when you use our products.
All right. Is there another?
For somebody who has natural curls like me, would this be like a sealant or would be a moisturizer?
A sealant.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So, natural girls out there with your curls.
Yes.
Oh boy.
We need the sealants. Yes, we gotta represent.
Just because Lamar and I can't think of the questions like that. Don't be doing that. I keep telling you, man.
No, we have to ask for the ladies, man. We gotta represent for the natural community out here.
Yes.
The ladies, especially in winter.
Right now.
That's exactly. In the winter, our hair dries out so much because we have to keep adding. And now with the lockdown, we don't have any stores open. We need to know where we can get the products because our hair needs moisture.
We just want waves. I mean, can it give us?
We don't want no waves. This is natural curls we're talking.
And make sure no bump come on our face, right, Lamar?
We got a product for that too. Don't worry.
All right. So no, well, I mean, I just want you to just take us through the different things. You know, you told us about the bestseller with the deodorant. Is that still fascinating to me? Like literally, when you say bestseller, like people are always calling for it or ordering it.
Yeah, that literally our bestseller. And when we go to any shows, people will say they'll look by and they'll browse past the butters, they'll browse past the lotions or the soaps or anything else. But as soon as they come to the deodorant, they'll be like, "Deodorants? You have deodorants?" And they're like, "Oh, I've been looking for a deodorant." And then it's definitely one of those products that like it's not really out in the market like that. So when they find one that works, they'll definitely stick to it, and they want to know like how does it work, and they want to know more about it.
Okay. All right, so to tell us about another product.
Okay.
You want it, if you want Lamar to bring it back up, would it be on your website or sorry?
Yeah, it's on the website. I mean, we have them here, but it's on the website as well if people want to see it. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite products. It is a foot and body scrub. It's a full body scrub, but you can also use it on your feet as well.
This is a 2-in-1.
Yes.
That right there. Yep. You can click that.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is our 2-in-1 foot and body scrub. It is a full body, so you can use it as like a body wash and a scrub. Mm-hmm. So we are all about making products very multi-purpose and functional.
What do you mean by a body wash and a scrub? Like, what do you mean by a scrub? For like, what do you mean by a scrub?
So it's going to scrub off the dead skin cells off of your body and your feet and wherever you want it to scrub. So
Is it
Most
grainy?
body wash because it has the soap part in it as well.
Okay, okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
Our base is we use African black soap as our base. So
Yeah.
normally when you get out like a body scrub, it's oil based. So it'd be like a sugar scrub mixed with oil or salt mixed with oil. So it's very greasy. And you'd have to like bathe first or shower first and then use that afterwards.
Yeah.
We have decided to combine the two steps and put it into one product. So you don't have to think about it. It's very easy. You just use it as you just wet your skin, use the scrub, lather it up all over, and as you're washing yourself, it's scrubbing off all the dead skin as well. So when you come out the shower, everything is smooth from head to toe. Your body is smooth.
Foot, bottom, everything.
Foot bottom is soft.
Foot bottom.
Especially with the pedicure places closed now, this is gold.
Listen, no pedicure, no problem. You just get the 2-in-1 foot and body scrub, and your feet are good.
So let me tell you what my Irish Spring and my Dove,
No,
because a lot of those bar soaps, they have a higher pH, but they also leave a film on your body.
Yeah, they use SLS, which is like the sodium soap. Yeah, it's like a soap thing, but it leaves a film on your skin, right? So it can leave more product on your skin. You want to rinse off clean. You want to make sure you get all that stuff off. That's why we use like African black soap, because it's really, really good. It's antimicrobial, it's antifungal. It's good for like so many things. It has all those good properties in it. So we use that as our base. We add some pumice, so then you're getting a nice, gentle scrub as you're bathing.
Right, and also some people feel like African black soap can be too drying. So we made sure that when we formulated it, we added in some other things like seaweed and a little bit of oil, just so it's moisturizing. But this is my favorite because this one was formulated with Blue Mountain coffee. Now, when we reformulated, we wanted to make sure we put more culture into the products that we have. So when it's going to market, you see everything has a bit of culture in it. Blue Mountain Coffee is one of the best coffees in the world, from Jamaica, of course. And so we wanted to make sure that when you're using it, you understand that it's a little bit of home that you're getting in the bottle. So this is called Blue Mountain and Biscuits. It smells really nice, really like when you use it, you go whoa in the shower. Like it's just
in case they missed the Blue Mountain part, you said biscuit to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, biscuit, Blue Mountain and biscuit.
How do you guys source these ingredients? Like how much research was put into this to make it what it is?
Honestly, I feel like it depends on the product, but we do a lot of research. That's the one thing. We live on Google doing a lot of research, and our suppliers, they always come up with sometimes they have different ingredients and stuff or new ingredients. So we'll look at what is that? What does it do? What are the properties? So we spend a lot of time researching. I mean, especially her more than me. That's her favorite pastime. It really is. Is looking up new ingredients. But yeah, no, we definitely actually, you just tell them.
Things that people haven't heard of, things that are that people would just what's that? Or why is that? I like to use things that turn heads and intrigue, similar to how I do my lipstick. It's always bold and out there. It's the same way that I formulate, the same way that I research, that I'm always searching for new things, whether it's within Canada or in the United States or across seas. We're always looking for different ingredients that really can give people a whole experience of something luxurious, but that we can simplify.
And we also want to make sure that the suppliers where we get our ingredients, they do get them sustainably. So they do offer either fair trade products or organic, but it's a sustainable source. So we're not, just going out there and getting things and just depleting the resources, because that's not what we want to do. We're all about, sustainable and clean beauty. So that's important as well.
So if you're watching, hold on there, Shay. If you're watching out there, we are talking to Rochelle and Cola Bennett, and they are the CEO and founder and CFOs and everything you can think of the company Unforgivingly Pur Inc. Unforgivingly Pur Inc. They're on Instagram, they are on Facebook, and they have a web page as well. Oh, sorry, not a web page.
Website.
What am I saying? Web page. A website. They have a website. All right. Go ahead, Shay. Go ahead.
So my question was, with your vendors, and seeing that how last year we had a lot of social unrest, do you see that you have a lot more availability to Black vendors, or you have to use more than just Black? You have to go source outside, or do you see that there are more Black vendors available for your business?
We definitely have to source outside of the Black community. We try to work with as much Black individuals as possible, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of huge Black businesses that are carrying natural products, the ingredients. And even if they are, the premium is so much higher. And our goal for us to be able to present it to our people is we have to get our costs down. So even what I did see is that there's a lot more skincare companies popping up. There's a lot more candle companies popping up. So there's a lot more businesses starting like ours, but there's not a whole lot in terms of where to source ingredients from, or or how to bring in different ingredients. So our premium African Black soap we actually do get from another Black vendor, but in terms of everything else, we mostly have to source it outside to other communities until within our community we're able to build it up and really, come with the proper things.
It's just real quickly there. The lipstick that you're wearing, that's your product or that's another company's product?
No, the lipstick that I'm wearing is actually from another Black company called Papa Cosmetics. I was really excited to find a company within Canada that is Black owned, because previously I was using someone from the States.
Yeah.
And so, this is one of my favorite things to wear because I'm able to design with it properly. And it's just been a pleasure to be able to just create finally.
Okay, you can. And by the way, if there are any companies while you're talking here, or any supplier that you have that you want to give a shout out, you can, just so pick them up on here as well.
All right, well, we'll definitely big up Mama's Life for the premium African Black soap that we use. Yeah. Also, I would big up what do you call it, Morningstar Printing, because he does our printing. So in terms of services, we're able to use Black vendors for services, but ingredients
suppliers. Huh? Well, the suppliers.
Right, but I'm saying, like, for actual suppliers for the ingredients, we're not able to. But, like, for other services that we use, other suppliers that we use, a wraparound, that we're able to stick to mostly Black for that.
Yeah, man. Morningstar Printing. I know Ryan well. He's my boy.
Yes.
Shout outs to Ryan. Shout outs to Ryan. Never heard. Right?
And his recorder. Come on.
How long does it? Well, I mean, you want. Well, let me drop this question and then we can go to another product that you can tell us about. So when you're designing or developing the ingredients or putting things together, how long does that take? How long does that process take?
So it typically takes me about, and if I know what I'm making, maybe about an hour or so to get the research done. It can take me 2 days depending on what it is. Right. And so typically how I would do it, I would Google an ingredient that I want to use, Google its properties, figure out the benefit of it, how it works. And then I always think of like the end goal. What do I want this product to do? And then I build it from there. Right. And then it's about the testing. Then you test in a small sample, and then you see how it works. And then the last thing, which is my favorite part, is making sure it smells really good. There's this notion that natural products smell gross.
They definitely do.
I mean, yes,
they still do. There's a lot of I don't care. There's a lot of products. You go to the health food store and you say, "Yo, I'm gonna pick up this one thing," and it stinks.
But in terms of, you know what? I'm a vegetarian, or vegan vegetarian, right? So a lot of times we eat things and we say, you know what? I'm just doing this for health, right? It's not because it tastes good or it's good for me. I'm not saying that their vegan and vegetarian food or plant-based food can't taste good, right? Mm-hmm. But sometimes you just do it because, it's just good for you, but it doesn't taste the best or it doesn't even smell the best. So in terms of what you're doing, no, I'm on.
Exactly that point. Like, we find a lot of people, they settle. Like, a lot of people, they're just like, so when they come and they smell our products, they're pleasantly surprised, which is really good, because they're like, this is natural and it smells so good. And we say, yes, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? We do have to, that's why our prices are a little bit of a premium. But at the same time, it's worth it for the pleasurable experience that you're going to get, because you don't want to have to like mentally force yourself or just like settle for just like a lesser experience. We want people to understand that you can normalize having a good experience with natural products.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
What's the shelf life?
Minimum is a year.
Yeah, so far we've actually got our products tested. Either doing microbial testing with Centennial College.
Mm-hmm.
We partnered with them to get some testing done for our products, and we've also just did just leaving our products on the shelf to see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
And we have a typical across the board about a year shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
But we do want to do a little bit more testing to see if we could get longer than that. But yeah, typically we have about a year.
Okay. All right. Talk to us about another product now.
Take it away.
They're all fascinating to me.
So the next product on the list is our 3-in-1 facial scrub. Sorry, not facial scrub.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a really good product. It's like an all-around facial product. It's we have two different kinds. We have that one is a citrus splash, and the one I'm holding is hibiscus mojito.
Mm-hmm.
So the citrus splash is very for brightening. It's very invigorating. The scent is very nice and inviting. The hibiscus mojito is like anti-aging and refreshing, sometimes kind of relaxing. So it depends on kind of either your mood, what you want, or even just like the end result, like what you're looking to get out of the product. But it's really, really great. Oh, and for the men, we have Midnight Motives, and it's a charcoal scrub because men typically have oilier skin. So we do put some charcoal in there to help. But this product is great because it's a gentle exfoliator for the face. So and so it cleanses. It's a clay mask because there's clay in here. You can leave it on your skin for like 5 minutes and then rinse it off, or you could just use it as like a scrub, a basic face scrub. So it's like one product that could do multiple things.
Right.
And especially for the men, it's really, really good to keep away razor bumps because you need to exfoliate those areas, hair follicles clean. So this is one of those products that people just get as like their everyday facial thing, and it really does help to keep my face in check when it tries to act up.
So you use it after or before, like in terms of when you say it keeps away razor bumps. So this is something that you use before your shave or after you shave?
Before you shave, definitely want to exfoliate before you shave.
Okay.
Because it'll get rid of that like top layer of dead skin cells, and you get a better shave when you exfoliate. And then to maintain afterwards, it'll help to keep the hair follicles clean. So you use it like at least twice a week, or if you have really oily skin, you can use it every day. But definitely it's gentle enough to keep away, the hair, because usually the hair bumps comes when the cells, clog up the pores in the hair.
Clog up and you get them look up. Oh boy.
Exactly. So, you want to use it, and you can use it just on that area, or you can use it on your whole face as well. So it's really, really good. It's one of those all around good for products.
And this is you didn't put it in the category of like the deodorant, but how well is this one selling?
This one, honestly, it depends because not everybody is looking for facial products.
Yeah.
There's a lot more education that needs to happen with exfoliants.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand why they need it. Like some people just started using face wash. Like when it comes to skincare, it's very much education heavy.
Yeah.
Understanding why they need it, what's the benefit of it, how can it help them. So with these products, it's definitely more just putting more of understanding into it, and then we got to talk about the benefits, which one over which one, right? So that's why we talk about extracts. And everything we formulate, we always put extracts in it because it's always going to do amazing things for our skin. This one has been, like, as of lately, it's been moving a lot more. People have started to purchase it a bit more.
I think it's again because the weather, because the cold air is drying out people's face and they're getting a lot of dry patches, right? So you want to exfoliate and then make sure you moisturize. So it's trying to understand the importance of exfoliating.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, do you guys have products for children or babies?
I was just about to say, just about to ask. Go ahead.
We don't have products for babies. For children, it depends on the age. The deodorant works really well for kids because we have some clients, or some puristas, as we call them, who buy the deodorant for their children because the odor just a little bit just too strong for them.
And they don't want to. I was going to say, this is a point that I love because the parents always come when they say they're looking for natural deodorant for their children because they don't want them to use antiperspirant. But then when you ask them if they want to use, natural, they don't want to try it because they're just like, well, I'm just used to sticking to what I know, so I'm going to keep it. But if you wouldn't want your child to use it, you should definitely look into natural deodorant as well. It's not just for children. Natural deodorant is good for everybody. Just putting that out there.
That's the best product that I would say. The hand sanitizer, yes, you can use for kids. There's a label on it. those are the two products that I would mostly recommend for children. The other ones a little bit older.
I was gonna say the butters as well. The butters are really good for anybody, all type of skin. So it's really, really good.
So once again, folks, we are talking to the owners of Unforgivingly Pure. That's Rochelle and Cola Bennett. Yeah, they're just going through all the different products that they have and telling us how they go about putting them together and educating us too on what we can do in terms of making our lives a little bit better and healthier.
Yes,
absolutely. I think one thing to note about our products that we don't say often enough is yes, they're vegan friendly, but they're also nut free. So not a lot of skincare companies or beauty wellness companies are nut free, because a lot of them use almond oil, macadamia oil.
Don't copy me.
So when we started, we definitely wanted to make sure that we were a nut-free company. We don't shout it, but it's really important that every oil we use is vegetable-based or plant-based. Because we did have a couple of individuals around us who were allergic to nuts in general.
And then so it means they had issues with shea butter. So because shea butter comes from the nut. So we wanted to make sure that the butters and all the ingredients that we use, that they were nut free. Because a lot of things that we did see is like a lot of natural products, they wouldn't say on the front that they had any nut oils, or they wouldn't even put like a disclaimer on the back. But if you read the ingredients, like there'd be like almond oil in there. So I'm like, wow, if I had an allergy and I used this and I didn't know, I could have a reaction. So that was definitely one thing that we did want to take in consideration as well.
Oh, that's a good point. So Go ahead.
How did the pandemic affect you guys? I know last year everybody was pro-Black business, and then it kind of smoothed out, which most of us are used to. When you go pro-Black, all of a sudden it gets real quiet in the background. How did it affect you guys?
So I think from the business standpoint, like the year before, a lot of where our income came from was doing like lots of trade shows, and meeting people and doing face-to-face interactions. We were doing hand massages everywhere we went. So we were getting known in Toronto for doing hand massages with our products. People got experience our products, as well as, buy it and stuff like that. When the pandemic happened, a lot of the events that we were going to go to shut down. So we had to switch to now focusing solely online. And we always had our online store, but we had to learn how to put more effort into it, and then learn how to transition that experience that you get in person to online. So that was one way that it affected us in terms of our sales. So we kind of took a little bit to rebrand, and we did that. We did a rebrand, and we got on a new logo and kind of came back out and reemerged. Then we also decided that we needed to cut back our product line, because we were carrying, I think at the time, 20 something products.
I mean, if you count all the SKUs.
Yeah, all the SKUs. Like we had about 20 something SKUs. But then what was happening with our suppliers was that they were being delayed, because either like at the beginning there shipping delays, there was out of stock delays, and they weren't keeping stuff in stock for like months on end. So navigate like, okay, how do we buy things, to make sure it comes in time to keep our products going and flowing, and containers were getting out. Like it was a hot mess. There was like containers out of stock, because people then were buying like big bulk and buying up everything, because like we don't know when the next time we could buy it.
It was crazy. Yeah.
It was a lot. So even in terms of manufacturing, that kind of, delayed us a little bit. And we had to navigate, and then again communicate with our customers like, okay, we apologize. We are trying to get these in. And so we're like, hey, you know what, this is a lot, because sometimes it would be like we have most of the ingredients, and then we'd be missing one ingredient for that one thing, and we're like, okay, this is like messing up everything. So we decided, let's cut back our SKUs and focus on, like, I think we have 4. We cut down to 4, and now we have 5, including the butter. So 5 products.
So just to be clear, so you just 5 products you're dealing with mainly right now.
Yes.
From 22.
Yeah, we had 22 SKUs. Now we're down to probably about half of that.
Right.
We have different scents in the different products, but we wanted to definitely cut down so that we could focus on making sure that we were keeping up with orders, keeping up with supplies, and it was costing a lot. It was just a lot of cost going out, and the shipping and everything. So we wanted to cut back so we could focus and make sure that we were providing a high quality service all around. And then But the good things that came out of the pandemic was that I feel like there were a lot of more Black-owned businesses that were popping up in terms of like either subscription boxes that wanted to do collabs. So we got to partner with a lot of cool new people that we probably wouldn't have in the past. They had different vending events that we got to be a part of. What else is?
Oh, that's mostly it. It opened distribution for us.
Yeah, it opened up different opportunities for us in that sense. So which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and so something that happened in 2019, we had a partnership that failed horribly, and so in the summer this year, there was a lot of buzz around what had happened. With other people, so that opened us up to be able to sell to the States, and so especially now with the pandemic, it's the perfect time for us to reposition ourselves to sell over there as well as here.
That's okay, because you took my question away then, because I was going to ask you about international shipping, or is it just the US?
Yeah, right now it's just the US. Because we have to figure out as well, like we have to sell into the like Europe, for example, we have to make sure that our products are up to the European standards before we can just ship it out there. Yeah. There's some things logistically we try to make sure that we are following the rules basically. So until we're trying to conquer our local area, so conquer here in the US first. But once those sales grow, then we can expand globally.
I think we just don't want to grow too big too fast. Like we definitely want to grow. We definitely need to grow. But within Canada and the US, we have a lot of territory that we can cover by just getting those things out. And then we can shift our focus to then shipping internationally, whatever that looks like.
So I'm going to channel my shark now on Shark Tank. So you guys making money?
I mean, they're fine making money. So the business itself is paying for a majority of its bills. We actually don't get paid yet from it, but doing the rebrand and refocusing our messaging, getting clarity on what we're selling, that definitely helped a lot because we were carrying a lot of inventory. Yeah. That was the biggest thing. We were carrying way too much inventory. And we weren't selling quick enough. Like we might sell. So the face, we had like a face care system, amazing products. People loved it, but we're getting like a 1-1 sell, like 5 people here, 5 people there, and it was just a lot to carry. So now that we focus it to body care and we're keeping the messaging going, now we're starting to see the sales go up. Now we're starting to see that we're gaining with that, and so now it's just like we need to get more people to see what we're doing for us to make bigger sales. Right now, it's all a numbers game, and just in terms of getting the eyes. We already know the product's great. We already have great reviews. All of that stuff is already aligned. So now it's just like scaling.
Getting more people, scaling in that sense. And also building the team. Like last year, we tried to build a team, but the team that we had it wasn't correct. To say that. So now it's like rebuilding a team. So now we hired a new accountant that can help us get our numbers right. We hired a marketing team. So it's just, we're just building the team around us.
A team of how many?
Right now, I think we have 6. There we go.
So we're looking to get a marketing team. We have 4 brand ambassadors, and we have an accountant, and then me and my sister, we run everything else.
Okay. In terms of, oh man, that question just slipped me. It's just about, so are you trying to open, well, before I get to that, so when you're putting the products together, you have like a location, you have a shop, or where? Is there a place that you do that?
Yep. It's our home.
kitchen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we do everything from home right now. We're able to manage it a lot better. We can keep the quality under control. People ask us about like going to factories, but honestly, like there's a certain way that we want to create it. There's a certain way that we want to make sure our future employees are paid a higher than normal wage. So there's a lot of things that go into it. So we feel like it'd be better if we can control it. We can hire our own, and then we can scale it up the way we want to.
Even the environment, we want to control the environment that we're in. We don't want people to like make these products under duress and like you
have to be happy. You have to be happy when you're making it. Like understanding the energy and the vibes that go into making a product. Like you can't send that out to anybody. So to allow us to control the quality and everything, we decided that we're not gonna hand it off to the manufacturer, even though they might be able to mass produce. Quality is really important to us. How it's made is really important to us. So for now,
I was gonna say the small batches helps us to even control the quality of each batch, right? So make sure that we're putting out the highest quality for each batch that we produce, and then that way we make sure we stick to strong manufacturing practices and sanitization and all that good stuff. So we do all that from home when we can. So until we grow, then we'll find another location too, once we can get some employees to come and make the stuff for us. But yeah, for now we're just doing what we can in our home.
You gotta make sure they're in a good place. You don't want no bad energy to be transferred into the.
Use our products of bad energy. Like,
I have one question. I know in the beginning we talked about the passing of your son. Is there any one of your products that is dedicated to him?
I feel like all of them are. Well, because we use the color blue, right? So the color blue was his favorite color. So we infuse that a little bit of blue in everything that we do. So the bottles that we have are blue. Those bottles are blue. The label's blue. We put blue a little bit everywhere. I feel like he would have liked probably the body scrub the most.
Yeah. And then we wear blue, hence the blue lipstick. We wear blue. We make sure his messaging is everywhere. We're about to launch a new product, and we're going to launch it on his birthday in his honor. So, we tie him into literally everything that we do. We celebrate his birthday. We donate some money to Make-A-Wish Canada, because when he was here, they sent us to Disney World as a family. So we make sure that his energy and his spirit is breathed. Is that a word? Throughout the whole company.
Also, if you can see the tree, hang on with the camera. There we go. That tree logo.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram as well. That is actually his tree. His school that he went to, that he attended, planted a tree in his honor. So in the summer, we took a picture of it and I turned it into like a little seal or a little authentication.
Authentication seal.
Yeah.
And so now that is on every single product.
Okay. See? Good question, Shay.
Yeah, do you do the designs for the whole business?
Not the whole business. Not the whole business. Like we had someone just give us like a template, and then we actually can figure it out after that, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where are you guys trying to go with this in terms of your business? I know you're online right now. But are you trying to open up once this pandemic is blown up, you're trying to open up some locations? What are your plans like in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay.
So wait. Okay, so in May, we're actually going to be in Scarborough Town Center. That's a partnership with Black-owned TO that we're working on. So that's one of the things. We have different distributors that we're doing, that we're selling to, that they can sell. So that's one of our most recent focuses, is getting it out there in that way. But the long-term goal.
Wait, you forgot Kitchener.
That's what I'm including.
Oh,
we're doing distribution to Scarborough, Kitchener, East, West. That's the short-term goal, is to be into other locations where people can grab the product, where it's more accessible for them outside of online.
But we don't want to necessarily want to go into big box stores. We really want to focus on nice boutique local stores to build the community in that sense.
So Scarborough Town
Center.
Scarborough Town Center and Kitchener. So it's like in a particular store, or that is going? Okay.
Yeah. So the Scarborough Town Center is going to be in collaboration with Black-owned Toronto. She's getting a store location, and we're going to be selling our product there. And then in Kitchener, it's Artisanal Design Co. She has a thrift shop out there, and it's really cool and it's really community involved. So we're going to be getting our products out there to meet the people in the West as well.
We've done beauty boxes. We're doing a lot more beauty boxes. Station Noir, they're about to come out with one in April. We just did a Black History box. We also did one in December. So those are different ways locally that we're going to be able to grow. But our big term vision is something that's I don't want to say way cooler, but it's really cool. It's really cool.
Long term, basically the vision for our company, for Unforgivingly Pure, is that we want to open a wellness center, a multicultural wellness center. Not like a spa, but it's going to be just a healing center that people can come and really experience wellness and health and spa and relaxation all in one place. But what we find is that the spas and stuff out, so a lot of the treatments that they have are focused on, you know, European techniques, or the products that they use come from Europe. The imagery, the music, all that, the whole vibe is very Eurocentric. So what we want to do is create a very multicultural, more kind of Caribbean islandy type environment that people can, because people really like have, when you think about relaxation, their mind goes to like vacation in the Caribbean. That's like the first
right.
thing, on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter what island.
I was gonna say sandals, but they ain't
You
paying
know?
us. I ain't saying sandals. No.
You know what I mean?
And you're so diplomatic. It's very Eurocentric. You know, it's only for white people.
Very much so. So we want to create an environment that you can come and you can get the food that you love, the music, the vibe, the energy, the treatments with our products that are like cultural infused. Like, you know, you come and you really feel like you're home.
And so like my favorite part of that is that I get to create everything product wise. So like when you go into the shower, you're not just being with the wash down body wash, but you get to use premium African black soap. You get the body butter, you get a nice deodorant. The treatments we get to use with seaweed and things that are just really beneficial for our body, like baobab protein. Like I can go on and on and on.
I was listen. You're classically trained pianist, okay? It sounds like you're just dashing that away right now. And you're a nurse. I haven't heard one thing about any of those two things. Aside from that, yeah, this is what we were, you know, but here's what we right.
Yes, I'm a poet. So I have a self-published book, and I'm a classically trained pianist. But at I'm trying to divide my time between being an author and doing the skincare. But most of the questions were skincare focused. So yeah, that is the goal for the skincare company, is to have a really dope environment that people can walk through and see their culture, see representation, and have some really amazing products on their
market. Man, we want to make sure we're represented in the industry. And I feel like a lot of times you feel like when you say spa, you're just like, okay, that's not for me. That's not where I go to relax. Like, you know, spa, it's like a one-time thing, you know, it's more for those people, you know, it's not really included in us because either the price or whatever, you know, there's a whole bunch of things that like blocks that why we don't necessarily feel, or when you go like, the robes are all one size, but it's not your size. You know what I'm saying? Like the towels are all one size, that's not your size. Like
we want some Rasta vibrations in our spa. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Some incense and all.
Right. Exactly. So you know, we definitely want to create a space where we can feel represented and feel welcome and, you know, at home and really relax.
I hear you. All right, we have a couple minutes left. I don't know if Shay, Lamar, if you guys have any questions. My last question, I know what it is, but you guys have anything you wanna?
No, I've truly enjoyed it. You can go ahead.
Okay, so in terms of you know, something, you know, this is Black Buzz. You know, we give individuals like you the opportunity to share with us what you're doing out there in the community. You know, and we want to encourage, you know, everyone, especially our Black and brown people, whether they're young or older, or, you know, they're about to start something, and, you know, what kind of encouragement would you give them? What kind of lesson that you've learned that you would like to leave with these individuals?
Ooh, you go first, and I'll go next.
Find your voice. Find your voice and stick to it. When we first started, a lot of people told us do this, do that, and we changed, only to come full circle 4 years later and find our voice again and run with it. And we're at the point where we're like so unapologetic. We're like, this is who we are. This is what it is. We're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like we're not changing for nobody. Find your voice and do the research. Do the research for yourself, and really figure out what your messaging is. How can you be clear about what it is? How can you really impact people's lives? That is the most important thing, because if you're not changing their lives, then like how are they really going to connect to it? So yeah, find your voice is the biggest and best message that I can give, because it's really important.
You know, I love you. Just come out of my brain for a second, please.
You know what? I just want to say, she looked at her like she's so proud of what she's saying. She's so excited, like, yes, go sister girl.
Like all the words, I was like going to say impact. She said impact. Like every word that you're going to say. just came up. But I co-sign. That's definitely the biggest message, because again, it's having that confidence, the business confidence. You need confidence in business, and you have to find it and stand in it and be, just be out there and not be fickle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the other thing that I'll add, because I thought you were gonna say it, is figure out what you can't do and hire people for that. Don't try to do everything yourself. I know it's hard.
That's big, yeah.
But you actually spend more money trying to figure it out for yourself.
No, you waste money. That's what happens. You waste money because you're wasting time. Time is money, definitely is a thing. And the time that you're sitting there trying to, spin, and try and figure it out yourself, you could have just paid someone the money or figure out, how someone else could do it. There's lots of ways. There's different programs that people are volunteering to do stuff, or college kids or intern need experience. Find a way to get someone else who has the experience to do that thing, so you don't waste your time, or you can focus on what you need to actually focus on. Keep your business going.
Legit. Sorry, one more thing I'm gonna add is think outside the box. So we mentioned earlier that we do hand massages. When we started, the hand massages was because we didn't have the finances to get into a show that we wanted, and so we came up with the hand massages as a way to say, hey, we're gonna offer this free service, hand massages, and in return, if people like it, they can buy the product. And that has taken us so much further than us pay to get in. So find out of the box ways to really get yourself in front of people.
All right. So here we go. We have Miss Rochelle and Miss Cola Bennett, and they are the owners and founder of Unforgivingly Pur Inc. Unforgivingly Pur Inc. Check them out on check out their website. Your website is called what again? The same thing?
Yes. Same thing.
Unforgivingly Pur Inc. And also Instagram. They are on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram. They said YouTube is coming, so look out for that. All right, ladies, really appreciate having you with us. You're more than welcome anytime. If there is something that you want to get out there, or some big thing that you're launching or whatever, listen, remember Black Buzz, right?
I will put a little what do you call it?
Description?
No, a little. Okay, no, it's
the shout out type thing.
Yeah. We're dropping our magazine, our 4th edition of Pure magazine. We have a digital magazine. That shameless plug. That's what it's called. Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Okay.
We do a online digital magazine. You can find it on our website. We've done 3 volumes already. We're gonna drop our 4th one in April. So right now we're looking for any businesses that actually want to be a part of it. You guys can reach out to us on our email, puremagazine@unforgivinglypur.com. Or if you know anybody that wants to be a part of it, wants to promote their business, we are all about community building. So anybody that's looking for an opportunity to either write something or be featured in some type of way, reach out to us. But definitely check it out online. That's our volume 1. There's lots of things in there. We do beauty, wellness, food, fashion, music, arts. We're just like a great collaboration of just different things. So it's all in their business. We give business tips. So definitely for the community, and definitely go check it out. There's 3 volumes, I believe, on our website. And it's very interactive. There's links. You can shop on there. You can click directly to figure out, whatever business that you like. So definitely check that out and look out for the 4th volume in April. There we go. Boom.
All right. Thank you, ladies. All right, folks, we're going to sign off now until next Monday at 2 p.m. Take care of yourselves. Catch you later.
Bye. Thank you.